Well, today I want to talk about trailer tires, specifically ones that come on your campers, RVs, or whatever. It's a huge topic online. People get really bent out of shape about it. There's a Facebook group I'm on for Forest River campers, which is what this is, where if anybody even talks about tires, there's people who get really upset about it. But I want to talk about a little experience I had with tires. So I'm not real new to camping, but I'm pretty new to having a brand new camper. I bought this last year. We've been camping quite a few times with it, probably 10 times or so. Probably got somewhere around 3,000 miles on it. I don't really know exactly. I'm just guessing. But yeah, bought it brand new. It came with tires. I didn't really think much about it. The tires have little valve stems on them that are green if the pressure is good. And I didn't really worry too much about it at all. Like, brand new camper. I never looked into the tires, like the speed ratings, none of that. Well, so anyways, on Labor Day, I'm driving back from Lake George, and it's a 3-mile trip for me. We're about 2 miles into the trip. I'm on the interstate, and I had just set the cruise control at 70. I know some people would think that's fast for towing a 30-foot camper, but it's really not that bad. There's not any traffic on 91 where I was. But right after I hit the cruise control, set it at 70, within like 2 or 3 minutes, felt this wicked vibration and shuddering and everything. Pulled over, and one of my tires had completely exploded. People talk about China bomb tires. Well, that's basically what I have. And I didn't really know much about it until I researched it and looked into it. Really kind of dug into, like, why did my essentially brand new tire explode? So the common theme out there is that people believe that these Chinese-made tires just will explode for no reason at all, random. In my case, that's not what happened. So some people have had them explode, like even the spare, just sitting there. The tire will just split in the middle and explode. In my case, I had a couple things going against me. Before I go into exactly what happened with my tire, let me just show you some of the carnage that happened when this tire exploded. So here is my tire, or what's left of it. I had to change this on the side of the interstate on Labor Day weekend, which was fun, but it really wasn't that bad. Now, the problem, though, is that when these tires explode, they tend to do a fair amount of damage. And I am not immune to that. I have a fair amount of damage. It's all simple damage, though. So you can see how this whole metal skirting is all messed up. So the tire just kind of like tore this area up. Luckily, that is just aluminum sheet. It's nothing special about it. It's just got a bend, and that's it. And then it comes across here, and it goes all the way up to here. What I'm gonna probably do is I will probably split it here and just replace this section. I'm just gonna get some aluminum sheet, the same thickness, put my own roll bend in it, paint it black, call it good. This piece also is destroyed. It busted off the corner here. And then down here, there's this black bubble insulation, and it just tore up some of it. It looks really bad, but it's not as bad as it looks. It really is just the bubble. The floor that's under there is totally fine. I have some Gorilla Tape that I think I can probably just seal all that right back up with. And I've actually got some of that bubble insulation if I want to replace that. But like I said, I'll probably just tape it.
Then these wires I got really lucky with. One wire did get some of the rubber stripped off of it. They sell it's basically a like liquid electrical tape. I may just paint that on there and then wrap electrical tape around it, or I may even just cut it off, because there is a splice right here. I don't know if that's a fusible link or not. I haven't really looked that closely at it, but I think that's just a splice. I may just cut it back and resplice it. So that's not a big deal. None of the other wires really look messed up. So the damage, it seems really bad, but it's not that big of a deal. I've done a little bit of research on like buying this panel. Everybody else's experience that tried to do something like that, it didn't seem like it went that well for them. Like the dealership, you could get hold of Forest River and they'll tell you, I guess, that it's a dealer only thing, and then you contact the dealer and they may or may not actually try to order it for you. And I don't know. I don't have experience with it because I haven't done it myself, but yeah. So you can see under the camper, I already have 4 brand new tires. Now, why would I have 4 brand new tires when I had just 1 pop or explode? There's a good reason for that, actually. And that's where it comes in that this is actually kind of my fault. But even though it's my fault, I don't like the tires that came on the camper. And I'll explain to you why that is.
So now that you've seen the carnage that was caused by the exploding tire, let me explain a little bit about why I'm replacing them all and why I just no longer trust the tires that came on it. I mean, it's obvious to not trust them after one exploded that way, but there's reasons for why it happened and why I upgraded. So reason number 1, probably the biggest reason, is these tires, they're Castle Rock tires. They're made in China, but so are a lot of tires. Like even good brand companies are made in China. But the speed rating on these tires, I was not aware, is 75 miles an hour. Now that seems plenty fast, except for what I have read is that when they say 75 miles an hour, they mean it. Like if you hit 75, the tire might just explode just from hitting that speed. And anytime that you do approach that speed, you're like shortening the life of the tire dramatically, and its opportunity to explode is greatly increased every time you approach 75 miles an hour. For some people that are never going to go, above 60 or whatever, maybe that's okay. I don't like that. I don't think that that's a good speed rating to have. I'm used to having like performance cars with, performance tires on them, and sometimes the tires really are not performance. The speed ratings really haven't meant that much to me because on a car tire, maybe it's rated for 1 speed, but like you could double that before that tire explodes. That might not always be the case, but in my experience, I've never had a tire explode, no matter how fast I've been going, except for this. So speed, I was doing 70, so that was probably what happened. And I've driven it quite a few times, so who knows how many times I've approached 75. I don't think I've ever gone over 75, maybe close to it, accidentally. There are areas where the interstate, the speed limit is 70 around here. The other thing that happened was, remember the valve stem? I was telling you that they have a little gauge on them, so you can just be lazy and look at it and be like, it's green, it's good. Well, I didn't realize it, but the end of the valve stem is always going to be green. And it will say 80 right on it. But what you need to look for is if there's any red behind that green front. Put up a picture and I'll show you what I mean. So that red you can see around the edge of the valve stem where the green dot is, that means you're not at 80 psi. Even still, I wouldn't fully trust those valve stem gauges as like, I wouldn't rely on them. They're a good indicator to just like walk around and give you a good idea right away on whether or not, your pressure might be low. But at the end of the day, you really need to check and verify. I didn't do that. The other issue I have is most of my tire gauges don't go up to 80 psi. So I'm going to pick up a new tire gauge so I can keep a better eye on what my pressures are. So like I said, I'm not blaming this all on the tires. A lot of it's on me. I'm just giving you an honest opinion on that. A lot of it's on me. But why did I upgrade to the GoodYear Endurance tires? Those have been known to possibly go bad too. Like any tire can go bad. The speed rating is why. So the GoodYear Endurance are good for 87 miles an hour. So that means if I approach, that 75 mile an hour zone of the limit for these Castle Rocks, I'm not very close to the limit on the GoodYear Endurance tires. So that's the main reason why I ditched those Castle Rocks, and a lot of the other brands that are out there have that same speed rating of 75 miles an hour. I can't remember exactly what, there's a letter for that, but I went with the GoodYear Endurance, 87 miles an hour speed rating. I'll never come close to that towing the camper, but at least I won't have to approach 70 miles an hour and then be scared that I'm going too fast for my tires. So that's basically it. Some damage was done. It's not a big deal. It can be repaired. I had to spend a little bit of money to get new tires. Not a big deal. It is what it is, but I wanted to put it out there so people understand that the China bomb thing, it may or may not be real. But in my case, I don't think it was because they're China bomb tires. I think it was because I was lazy, I didn't check the pressures properly, and I was ignorant to the fact that they had a 75 mile an hour absolute limit on the speed. So, my fault. No big deal. Bought new tires. I'll fix the camper and move on. Hopefully this answers some questions for you guys, or maybe gives you a better understanding of why these tires might explode. Some people have had them explode sitting still. That didn't happen to me. The rest of my tires, they all look good, but I'm getting rid of them. Thanks for watching. That's going to do it.